Welcome back to the Pause Podcast. I'm Justice, and today we're going to be doing a bunch of random topics.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
we are.
Shotgun.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it will.
It's
like a game of poker. You never know if you win or if you lose. You know?
Yeah, some answers or some questions you're like,
pass.
Yeah. So, but we'll get on into it, and as always, we will do our Pop-Tart tasting test.
What do we have
today? What we got today, CJ?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe we have the Eggo flavor. So they have combined two breakfast type foods together, Pop-Tart and Eggos, and they are now in just Pop-Tart format. So let's give these bad boys here a try. I think Dylan's a little nervous about the Eggo Pop-Tart or maybe the hot chip challenge next week. I don't know.
We got a hot chip challenge coming up. Just stay tuned.
He is scared.
I'm sweating.
He's already scared to death, and it's a week away.
Here, just eat the daggum Eggo.
Dip my chip.
Okay.
That's terrible.
I will
That
say
is
that
disgusting.
is awful.
That's disgusting.
Wow.
Praise the Lord.
I don't like it.
I'm
This
gonna
is the
admit,
worst one we've had so far.
I'm a big Eggo fan, but I'm highly disappointed.
That's terrible.
Highly.
What do you give it, Justin?
terrible.
What do you give that one?
I give it a 2.
2?
How about you, Dylan?
3. I give it a 3, but I'll be honest, probably should be lower than that.
I'll go 4. 2, 3, 4, and then you can bring it back down probably.
I'm going to
What
go
are you
2.
gonna do? I need to get
That
the
was
mic.
pretty awful. I like
Yeah, that was
waffles.
bad.
I like Eggos, but I just don't like them together.
I think breakfast food shouldn't mix. That's just my opinion. But that's how I feel about it.
Boys, I'm nervous.
About the wild card or the...
I'm nervous about everything.
Son, it's a week away.
I drunk,
All right, let's
I
just-
drunk an energy drink.
Y'all
got
got to tune in next week to see what Dylan does.
I'm about to go smoke a cigarette or something. I
How
don't
about that?
smoke, but I'm thinking about it. I'm going to call some friends up. Hey, bring me a Marlboro.
Oh, no.
Brother, you smoke? What you talking about? You smoking at my house last night.
Oh, got me there. Yeah, big smoke.
Steve.
Don't tell my dad. Anyways,
everybody.
Anyways,
discretion is
Dylan,
advised.
All righty.
I think you should bring us into these topics.
All right, man. These are the shotgun topics. So literally, these are just random topics. We're going to talk about them. We're going on a wing and a prayer right now.
Yep.
A Bon Jovi saying, I believe. And but so the first one.
I'm winging my way back home.
Bon Jovi saying that?
No.
I was about to say, I ain't never heard that.
I just heard wing, and so I went with that.
Oh,
That's a good song.
He's spiritual. Praise
all right.
God.
It's not really biblical, but it's all right.
I mean, I'm winging it.
Wing it.
Son, you don't want to wing your salvation.
Flying by the
This is a no-so.
flying by the
N-O?
seat of your pants.
N-O.
K. And
I know so. Oh, I see what you done there.
yeah.
I think we should get started.
K-N-O-W-S.
Yeah, pause.
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 And
All right.
so, all right, we're gonna hit it up with the first one. Things not to say at a funeral.
Do you want me to start us off and work our way
CJ,
down?
let's start off
Okay.
with you, man. Work it down.
I don't know. There's a lot of things you probably shouldn't say, but the one very specifically I hope I never slip up and say is congratulations. You know how awful that would be?
I mean, they might be able to say that if they got a good life insurance out of it. Congratulations on everything you inherited.
$500,000 life insurance plan?
Congratulations. He's in a better place.
Congratulations. He's no longer at the house. You're so free
He's
to
no longer having to live with
Congratulations, he never liked you anyway.
You can remarry now.
Thank the Lord.
Oh, my. Well,
Wow, that's dark.
that is dark. I'll go with mine, and mine would be, I promise his eyes just moved. That would be pretty bad,
What
because that
is
would
it?
scare you to death.
But
Oh, it's what I thought. I didn't know what he's talking
I
about.
said, I promise his eyes just moved. That would scare me to death.
Oh,
if somebody said
like
that
he
at a funeral.
blinked?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
because
Like
his eyes are closed.
No, his eyes open up. Like
Yeah.
You
Okay.
sit and
He does this
my.
right here.
Yeah, like real Undertaker.
So they
vibes.
still have the nerves in them, though, if I'm correct. So, like,
All right.
they still can spasm,
All
can't they
right.
not?
I think
Can't
we
be
talked
honest.
about this before.
I don't think so.
But
Okay.
I think
Because
the
they
embalming
take it, you know,
process-
they take all the blood out and
the
everything.
embalming process.
Oh, okay.
But there's supposedly some people who don't want none of that.
Yeah, they're
They want to be
And they're
all natural.
Natural.
Oh,
Now,
that might
granted-
be some of the stories.
All I gotta say is, if I'm at a funeral and somebody does that, I promise you, I'm gonna smack them.
Well, you know, like back in like
I'll punch them right in the face. If I see their eyes go, I'm like,
If they weren't dead, they're dead now.
yeah, I carry a pocket knife.
like that was creep. Like back in the day, like way back when they
Would bury them.
would bury them. Like if they
They used to give him like a little bell.
A little
like
bell.
yeah, if they went to like were in a coma or something.
Now, if
Or-
you get all right, you ring that bell. We did,
Yeah, and they were
Wow.
pronounced dead. So they put them in the ground, but they put a string tied to their finger, and then have a bell at the top. And there was a certain point, like somebody had to stay out there 24 hours for a certain amount of days.
Ring, yeah.
Wow.
And if it was a
didn't
ring, they had to hurry and dig them back up.
Ring, ring,
And
If that bell
and there's
starts ringing, I'll
stories-
just be honest with you.
There's stories of it having like where they've had
know how
to
to be
they
digging
were
them up.
alive or they end up coming out of their coma or something.
I've never heard of that.
I would
Not
die
today,
even
Satan.
if I came back out of my coma or something and I woke up in a casket, I would die of a heart attack.
What's going on?
So either way, I'd be dead.
Man, that would be terrible.
Okay, Dylan, what things not to say at a funeral?
How you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I've heard people say this. I don't really. I think I get
don't know
very
what to say,
awkward
man. I guess-
at funerals. I guess everybody does.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
It's a different, it's weird situation. But like I've heard people like go up to the wife or the husband or something, and you'd be like, "They look good. They look really good."
That is weird.
like that.
They look so
What are you-
good. They
That
look
is so weird.
They're
what?
dead.
Like
What do you mean by that?
That's the best he's ever
like,
looked.
He looks so good in there. Like
Yeah,
Dead?
I've heard that. I know what you're
That's
saying.
messed
Justin.
up.
That is
You're
definitely
sick.
messed up.
You've heard that before?
yes,
I have too.
I have. I've
Wow.
been through
Definitely heard that.
viewings, and then after the viewing where they're talking to the wife or whatever, and they're like holding their hand and like trying to comfort them. He looks, good.
Yeah. What?
I heard somebody say that's a beautiful casket. And
Thanks.
no, I was yeah. I don't know what if somebody told me that, I'd be like,
You know,
Appreciate it.
I'm not trying to be a downer.
that's
But
expensive.
how come the only time men get flowers is when they die?
I got flowers the other day.
You did?
He's got a good wife.
From
My
who?
wife brings me flowers.
I hope my girlfriend's listening.
Get your man
Do you
some
really
flowers.
want flowers?
I mean, it's not that I want flowers, but it's just the thought. You know what I'm saying? Because like
The thought.
I've gotten flowers a lot.
But couldn't you get a thought from something else?
Yeah, but think about it. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with flowers.
No.
I mean, Dylan's got flowers. There's nothing wrong with a man getting flowers.
My wife didn't give me no flowers.
What?
I was picking.
On the podcast?
Yeah.
I think that is things though that usually people don't typically think about as like gift, which I'm not a lover through gifts anyway. So I don't think none of us are, but they do kind of like I don't know. If you feel up Christmas morning, I love you. Here's a hug, and then no presents. I'd be like, wow.
I mean, I'm not a
Wow,
weirdo, but
thanks
if
for
somebody
nothing.
got me flowers, I wouldn't be upset.
Just go home.
What about all right?
Forget it.
Here's another
Christmas
one.
is over. Ruined.
What's one of your weirdest habits?
Family time.
Weirdest habit.
Weirdest habit.
Family time is your weirdest habit.
All right, let's start on that end of the.
I was still on the.
He was still mad at
Let's
Christmas.
start on
Yeah.
that end of the table.
Okay.
All right, Justice.
What's your weirdest habit? I think I know his.
Okay.
That makes me nervous.
Probably in some of the other videos, other episodes, you probably like it. I have to catch myself doing it, and I do it a lot in church, and this is why probably Dylan knows what I'm going to say, but I don't know why. Especially when I get done eating or something, I have a bad habit of smelling my lip
Now do it. Show me.
and just like sit there like this, smelling my lip.
So if you can't see it, come to the YouTube channel. You can find Justice sniffing his lip.
And I don't know why. Like, it's not something I do on purpose. Like, I'll just be sitting in church, and then all of a sudden I catch myself, why am I smelling my lip?
That's really weird.
That is
do you do
hilarious.
that?
I like that.
And here's the thing: if you smell something, it's like
Yeah, you're
that's
like,
weird.
what
And then-
was that?
And then you do it again, you're like it's still there. 5 minutes later,
Imagine if
It's
you
still
had a,
there,
imagine
man.
if you had a stash.
what is that? A stash?
Imagine if you had a stash. You know what I'm saying? Because then the smells are getting caught in there for
Yeah.
a little while.
That makes me uncomfortable. I'm gonna be completely honest. That you're smelling your lip.
All right, Dylan, how about you?
Oh boy.
Well, we better quit now while we're on top because it only gets down.
I'm just gonna be open with everybody. I would say 85% of the time, 90% of the time, if you pass me and I'm driving, I promise you, 90% of the time, my finger is in my nose. And for some reason, Justice
What?
knows this. I ride with Justice all the time. I don't care. I could be in the car with somebody I don't know, and I'm gonna pick my nose. And now here's the thing: after a few minutes, see, there's a technique to it.
It don't matter if there's nothing in there or not.
I'm gonna find some gold somewhere.
nasty.
But here's where it gets good. I'll find it. I'll be like, that's a good one. And I like the ones when you pull it, it feels like it's coming out from behind your eyeball.
That's awful.
But here's
That's
the
terrible.
kicker. You stick it between your fingers and you rub it. Hold on, listen.
I don't want to.
And sometimes you can smell it. Or what I like to do is roll it. Hold on. Go look in Justice's car. Roll it and flick it. And
Go look at
So
Justin's
look at my car.
I like to play this. Hold on, I like to play this game.
We're posting this.
Yeah, that's fine. So, what you do is you roll it up and you flick that thing out the window. And you look at somebody and say, "That's a 60-mile-an-hour booger." And then there's another one I do. So the pick in the nose, honestly, I rotate from nostril to nostril all day, and I keep finding stuff. So I mean, it's amazing. Another weird thing I do, and I can't help it. I smell everything. Like before I eat it, I will smell it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This hot chip we're gonna be eating next week,
Especially at
I will have to smell that before I eat it.
I don't really smell foods before I eat them.
Especially at like a church
I
get
smell
together.
my fingers.
I always smell my milk.
Yes, you always go smell your milk
That milk could go sour.
See, I
because
think
that's the worst thing.
You smell the milk, then
That's
blow the
the
lid.
worst.
when you
You
get
know.
sour milk,
That's the worst.
Yeah, that's mine, man. I love to pick my. Honestly, it's like a stress relief for me to pick my nose. I love it.
Won't you try a stress ball?
It ain't as good, man.
that would be a lot more hygienic. Well, to an extent, you
Well,
want to
here's
keep your
the
nose
thing,
clean at the
man.
same time.
After
but
I
just wash
get-
your hands.
After I get done
Do you
with
breathe
that,
good after?
I breathe. I'm like,
Do you wash your hands
it's
after?
a whole new world. And no.
don't you dare.
I'll go up and shake a customer's hand, and be like, "Hey, brother, how you doing?" And,
I just flicked 3 60-mile-per-hour boogers.
Brother, you wouldn't believe my track record for boogers. 3 over 60.
3 over 60, boys. Hey, I flicked one at 80 mile an hour one time. I heard that thing whistle down the highway. It said,
Busted a windshield.
How did we get on boogers?
Look,
We should
all right.
be chilling.
if I'm
Seth?
in my dad's truck and I start picking my nose, oh my gosh, he'll be like, my daddy goes, "If you flick at my truck, I'm gonna smack you." And then 5 minutes later, I'll go. I'm like, yeah. All right, go ahead, Sam.
Oh, man.
Pause.
It's definitely probably not going to be as weird as Dylan's.
Wow.
It's gotta be
Justice
weird,
could
though.
probably help me more, like what some of my weird habits are. I a lot of times yeah, go ahead.
I've only seen you for like 8 hours. I know what one is.
Go ahead.
You sweat profusely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm big.
I don't
shit.
think-
Yes.
I don't know if that's a weird
I
habit.
don't think that's a weird habit. I don't think you can
that's a
help
weird
it.
habit.
He's got
I can't-
hyperhidrosis.
I
He
do.
literally
I sweat a
profusely
lot.
sweats.
It's the truth. Like you said, Dylan's gonna be out here. I think it runs in the family or something like that. But if it's 72 degrees, or if it's 52 degrees, or if it's 32 degrees, I'm gonna be sweating, and he's gonna be picking his nose. But as far as weird habits, I don't think I have too many, but I have a lot of weird eating habits. Like a lot of people say it's about the texture of food. I don't have a problem with texture. I don't care if it's slime, but it tastes good. I'll eat it. You see what I'm saying? I'll eat about anything, and texture's never really been the problem.
Nah, it's the thing. I don't need a booger. So we'll put it on the record. I can't eat a booger.
Yeah.
Thank
okay.
you.
All right,
That's
CJ, what's yours? Now that everybody knows I have a sweating problem.
Okay, do y'all think I do anything weird out of
Yeah,
the ordinary?
100%.
Let me hear what y'all think first.
You do this all the time.
I never did that.
Yeah, you do. You smack your lips
I don't remember that.
all the
Okay.
time.
Okay, so the one thing I do know that I do
You don't do anything serious.
very occasionally is this is going to be kind of weird. Wow, that I'm talking about this on a podcast. I guess no worse than the boogers. But my toes are
Toes?
my toes are like they're not like I don't know, like they're double, I don't know, they're flexible to an extent. So like just like you cross your hands, like when you're holding your hands or you fold your hands to like bow and pray and stuff, I can do the same thing with my toes.
Stop. That's grosser than the boogers.
That's not grosser than the booger. My feet are clean.
Why would you try that?
I can see
I don't know.
CJ.
Like,
at
how
the-
did you just? I wonder if I could cross my toes like I could cross my fingers.
I can
wonder
see
if I could cross
CJ
my
at the
toes.
beach. At the beach,
With
sitting
his
there with his
fingers,
with his
toes
toes sitting out
crossed.
like this.
Yeah, okay, so I don't
Indian
do it,
style.
like, any time. But like I have a bad problem like bending my fingers over my fingers as well. So like folding them and like stretching them and things. So like I do this like the same thing with my toes too.
That's
like
disgusting,
with mine.
brother.
But yeah, that's probably the weirdest thing for me is just
I can't even bend my fingers like that.
flexible toes. I don't know. I've always done it ever since I was a kid just to do it, I guess. And now here I am. Flexible toes. So part monkey.
Well,
That's it.
How about that?
All right,
Next
those
topic.
were good. Those were good. What's your worst restaurant experience?
Oh, I've got one. Can I start? Let me start. All right, so y'all know there's everybody knows those like Japanese restaurants where they cook in front of you, right? They cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
Okay, so like I guess this might actually be something weird that I do, but like ever since I was a kid, like if when my plate and unless there's too much food, but when my plate is empty, that's when I know I'm done eating. You know what I'm saying? That's like a sign for you mentally. Well,
Are you related to Justice?
yeah, I am. He's my little brother. So basically,
Little.
Go ahead.
We'll fight right now. So basically, what happens is I'm there, and you know how they add the food at different times. They don't put it on your plate at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So he keeps adding food to my plate, and because I was the only guy sitting at the table, well, there's one other, but he really wouldn't eat much. He would keep giving me the food, not any of the girls or anything like that. So he kept giving me food. So I just kept eating, and I never saw the bottom of my plate. So I didn't realize I was eating too much, okay? So I'm sitting there, you know, I've done ate like 72 pieces of shrimp. I done ate like a pound of rice. But, like, he keeps putting more food on my plate, so I think, man, I better keep eating. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm eating. And next thing you know, I get this feeling of like, oh, no, this ain't settling right. And the fact of, like, I watched my food get eaten. I watched it get cooked, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which is already kind of weird. I don't really like it. I don't really want to see somebody cook my food.
Why?
I would rather.
I'd rather see somebody cook my food.
Well, it could be somebody back there bigger than their nose, handling the paddle.
Dylan McCann.
Yeah, Dylan McCann. So then next thing you
Someone
know,
crossing their toes over
next thing you know, I start going to the bathroom because I feel like I'm about to puke. It's gonna be bad. Well, it hit me quicker than I thought it would. And in this restaurant, there was a lot of people waiting to go in. I mean, there's a lot of people waiting, and I get to the lobby where all those people are waiting, and I puke everywhere. And not only do I puke, but after the first puke, you know, you think I have enough time to run to the bathroom for the second one.
Oh.
No, I planted down, and I went ahead and puked all in that lobby.
I thought you was going to say you missed yourself.
No, I did not, but I
Man, that stinks.
I puked in
Literally.
We got to go.
Pause. I puked in the lobby, then I ran and puked in the bathroom, and then I went out and sat in the car, and I was not going back in. And I left my family in there to eat, and my family didn't know my family didn't really know what had happened.
Brother, I'd have been right there at that table right in Daddy's face. I'm sick. I gotta go.
It was rough, and I just left my family in there to fend for it. I'm sure the lady came up and said, the young man that was sitting with you guys, he's puking in the lobby. Could you guys go handle that?
Was that your best Japanese impression you have?
I think it was just a waiter.
Nah, she wasn't actually
woman.
Japanese. She was just a woman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My bet
Why
Japanese
she
is
got to
way
be
better
Japanese?
than that. Why you need straight
Yeah.
A's? You need
Yeah.
straight
It's a
pants.
Japanese restaurant.
All right. Who's next?
Dylan, I know you've got a good restaurant story. Brewing.
I mean, the food
Justice
was
was
all
blowing the
right.
mic.
It wasn't great. But, like, I was in the restaurant when it happened. We were in there eating.
Are we name dropping the restaurant?
Yeah, John Boys.
Okay.
I ain't scared. I mean, it's not their fault.
Yeah.
We're in there eating. We're on the side of the wall in the restaurant, and the table's connected to the wall. And we're in there eating. It's like my whole family, my grandparents, and all of a sudden, it was just the loudest just happened, and everybody was in the floor at that point, and my whole family. And there was bricks all over us. There was the tables in the floor. Well, I pop up like a gopher. I'm like, what in the world? And he's a 90-year-old lady that was trying to park her car. And can I just put a little side note in? There ought to be an age that your license get revoked. Okay?
Personal chauffeur.
Yeah. At that
believe
point,
that.
just take Wilt's Transportation Agency. That's why we pay for their taxes. That's why our taxes pay for that. And this woman was trying to park her car, and instead of hitting her brakes, she smacked the gas and drove straight through the restaurant and hit every one of us. And so, needless to say, man, I got up, I was like, what in the world? And by that time, this 90-year-old lady stepped out, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's all right, man.
Chunk
I'm
slammer
fine.
on the hood of the
I'm
car.
fine. What is wrong with
You gotta learn your lesson today, old lady.
She was sitting there crying. I was like, look, we're good. And my grandma's over in the corner going, oh, something's broke. Something's broke.
Hush, Grandma.
I said, me mom, she's already got her feelings hurt. Be quiet.
We'll take you to the hospital later.
She just drove her car through a restaurant. And the food is all right there. I mean, it's pretty cheap.
So yours wasn't the food. Yours was the.
I
The
love John
experience.
Boys.
Yeah,
But I mean, the worst. All right, if you're talking about food, I went to a Brazilian steakhouse. I ate so much raw, basically medium rare steaks.
Yuck.
I ate until I couldn't eat. I paid $50. I'm going to eat everything I can. And I got so sick. I went home that night and I was puking blood. And
Wow.
I was sick. And it was
Primal.
I was primal, man. I could go into more detail, but I'm not going to. But let's just say I couldn't stop either end. I mean, I was messed up for.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I was messed
That's
up.
make you mad.
And I ain't never been back.
Wasn't it?
And they give you a little card that's green and red, and I kept mine on green the whole time. And here's the funny thing: I paid for my little brother to go with me, Jeremiah,
Yeah.
and I paid $50 for him to go eat at this steakhouse. That little redneck went in there and ate a salad. And I said, eat a steak. He said, it looks nasty. It's too bloody. It's going to make me sick. I was like, it's fine.
To be fair.
And you got sick.
I got
To be fair,
sick.
you got sick.
So, I mean,
Now I know Justice is probably gonna go next, but Justice, before he goes, I just want to say Justice is the hardest to make happy. No matter what restaurant you go to, he's gonna find a problem with it. Now go ahead.
That is not true.
Yes, it is.
How's that true?
Dude, it doesn't matter where we go. You don't like trying new things. If we find a few places in Greenville you
That
like,
is true.
we go to the same places every single
but
time.
I'm going to have
But
to take on
you
his
took
side.
me-
Why change it up when it's
Yeah.
good?
I'm going to have to
See,
agree with that,
I'm-
too. I eat Dos Amigos like every Friday.
I like to do
We
like
sponsored?
even around here, around
sponsored.
Wilkes, even at home. I have my restaurants I like to eat at, and I eat them.
Okay, but I'm just saying, everywhere I take you and it's not
What,
your
the two
idea, you're
restaurants
like,
you got in
this place
Jefferson?
ain't no good.
I ate at one place in Greenville I didn't like, and that was a Japanese place because it made me sick.
Is that the same place you went?
No, it's a different one.
I'm about to say, we're about to make a connection here, man.
But
But to
Paul.
shut the place
Besides
down.
you took me to the Bricks. I fell in love with Bricks.
Breaks
The
it,
pizza
right?
place?
Yeah,
Yeah.
big
That's
pizza.
good.
We went to that Thai food.
Thai food.
Blech.
It's a Kanika's Thai Kitchen. Oh,
Yes.
dude,
Stop.
shout out.
I
Kanika's.
loved that.
That
That
was-
was great.
That was great.
I tried that. But anyway, my worst. I'm a big Texas Roadhouse guy.
Yeah, you are.
Love Texas Roadhouse.
They got great rolls.
Yeah.
Love the bread.
Like when I first got my license, me and the Greens and CJ, we'd about at least once a month we'd probably go down to Hickory and go to Texas
Yeah.
Roadhouse.
Appreciate the invite. Seth, appreciate the invite.
Yeah,
we only invite people who have money.
Yet
Okay, I'll take it back.
He knew me. What a jerk.
you were at Pensacola
He
too.
knows my name.
Yeah, very good.
But anyway, the worst experience was one night I went with my parents, and I still love Texas Roadhouse. But
when you go
this
with your
was my
parents, it gets
fault.
bad.
I went with my parents, and I love their rolls. I think everybody does, but I have a problem. I can't stop eating them when I go, and I ate like 9 rolls,
Wow.
and all my food, and the time that we left the restaurant and I got out in the parking lot to the car, I threw up, and then about 20 minutes down the road, I threw up again, and then right before we got home from Hickory, I threw up again.
Wow. This more turned into a podcast on
Were
gluttony.
you hungry when you got
Dude,
home?
this one has turned into a.
I wonder how many
On
people. I wonder how many
gluttony.
people. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
you guys
Gluttony's
need
is
to quit eating
in.
so much.
You know how many
Yeah.
people's probably dry heaving in their car right now?
Yeah, if
The boogers,
The
and
cross toes, the
Crossed out.
raw
This has been a
sushi.
little-
Everybody just unsubscribe.
We're done.
Trust me, if you stick around for
You're
next
done.
week for the hot chip episode, okay.
There will be some vomiting, I'm afraid. Live.
Dylan, it's okay. It's okay.
Dylan's been broke.
Dylan,
I can't. I'm
Dylan, it's
gonna
okay.
say what I have to say.
say
Just
it.
listen to that.
Say it next week.
Yeah, say it next week.
I
Let's
will.
just try to get one more or two more topics in before we have to let him go.
Yeah, that's fine. Which holiday is the worst? I got this one.
Go ahead. Let me hear it.
I got
Now,
this
this doesn't mean necessarily like I don't know how to explain that, but like your least favorite to celebrate would probably be.
Yeah.
I just wanted to define that rather than I hate Halloween because
Yeah.
devil's bad. You know what I'm
New
saying?
Year's.
New Year.
I hate New Year's.
New Year's your least favorite?
Yes. Because I gotta
didn't
stay
think
up.
about
We
it.
always gotta stay up till the middle of the night to watch a ball go. I mean, this year I didn't even do it. Did we do it this year?
Mm-mm. We didn't.
We went to a Jubilee,
We did.
but we left early because it started getting
Now
late.
say what you
We
want.
left early, but we did stay up in the hotel room with his parents. And
Yeah, that is true. We went to a Jubilee. It was a good Jubilee.
Them
but
midnight
they were gonna
jubilees
pray-
are rough.
Yeah, they was gonna pray it in, and I'm not against that. I've done it before, but I
Oh,
had been
yeah.
awake since like 5 o'clock that morning, and after 10 o'clock, I was like, I was falling asleep. And I
Shut
told
it
my
down.
wife, I said, "Baby, we gotta go."
We gotta go.
preacher
And,
left, so I left.
I went with my dad back. We rented a cabin.
Yeah.
And,
It was horrible.
I'm not gonna say anything because Becca's gonna listen to this. She rented it. No Wi-Fi, no cell service. It's no bathroom.
She just wants some
Had to
family
walk
time.
I
outside.
had to walk across the campground to go. It's a campground.
Just
we
some
didn't know
family
this.
time.
No, that's fine. That ain't what bothered me. The thing that got me the most was the fact that I had to walk to go use the bathroom. It wasn't in my
across
cabin.
the yard.
I had to walk. It wasn't across the yard. It was.
Was it an outhouse or was it like a building with bathrooms?
It was something that I didn't feel safe putting my feet in because everybody in there was using it. And so, needless to say, I
Right.
wore some Crocs in that thing. I wasn't about to catch athlete's toe and feet, whatever it's called. People and people up there that can cross their toes like that.
It prevents athletes' feet, foot, whatever.
What a weirdo.
But yeah, no, that's.
Wow.
I'm not a big New Year's fan. I'm appreciating and thank the Lord that we got a whole nother year. Like I mean, guaranteed
for
another
sure.
year. But just thank for what He's done that year. But I don't like staying up late, man. It's not me.
Mine, if I can hop in here, I love Easter. I love the reason we celebrate it. You know, Christianity. You know, Jesus resurrecting. Thank God for risen Savior. All those things. But getting up at 4 a.m. to go get ready for an Easter sunrise service is crazy.
We done away with ours.
We done away with it. Praise the Lord.
I don't think.
Thank you.
I
Shout
don't
out.
think I've
Yeah,
ever
and
been to
this-
one.
Shout
You've
out.
never been to an
I've
early
never
morning
been
service?
to an early morning service.
So
The
we done
last
away
one
with
we
it.
had-
Everybody fell asleep.
Yeah, it's
And it made our pastor so mad. Made my
wonder who
dad
that
so
is.
mad. He said, "I'm not doing it again." He said, "Everybody
Yeah.
can't stay awake."
they're
He said, "We
asleep.
ain't
They
doing
can't
it."
sing loud in the choir.
'Cause
No one
you
wants to be
eat.
there.
I said,
You
I'm
eat.
not complaining.
Yeah, there was a few. Okay, yep.
Yep.
And
Yep.
onward.
It was
Moving
rough.
on.
The mornings just are rough. I'm not an early morning person. I have to get up early for school and things, but I wouldn't prefer to wake up early in the
Yeah,
morning.
see,
Now,
on
for-
the weekends, I don't want to wake up early either.
yeah. I mean, this is the Lord's day, so I mean, you give
Yeah.
them time and extra
Oh, no,
effort.
Sunday school. Yeah,
But-
Sunday ain't. I don't mind that.
But just to 4 a.m. waking up just to get some stew ready, I could pass.
Yeah.
Do I really want bacon and eggs that bad? I got a Bojangles.
So I would say my least favorite holiday is probably Valentine's Day.
Dang it, Seth.
so long.
And the
I was
reason
gonna
why
say that.
Now the reason why
We can
I'm not lonely. Like
Go ahead, Seth.
I'm not lonely or anything like that. I'm in a good relationship, but the thing about it is I've had so many bad Valentines, depressing Valentines that
So what
it
you're
left
saying
a
is
bad
you've
taste in my
dated so
mouth.
many girls.
No, I'm saying I haven't
Yes,
at the time.
Seth Aldridge.
Is a
I
player.
have not. I have not.
His girlfriend's got to
Player.
listen to this.
She probably is, and these guys are dummies.
There's
But-
a line of heartbroken girls.
Shut up, Justice. You're one to talk. You're one to
Pause.
talk.
Pause.
You're one to talk, big dog.
Valentine's Day.
We've been around a while. But yeah, Valentine's Day. I don't know. I mean, if you have that special moment with that special someone, take them out to eat, cool. But,
Yeah, it's great.
but if you don't, dude, it's really miserable.
But what makes it so
This
different
is
than
going
every other
downhill.
day?
This is
Like
going
why shouldn't you treat your girl or wife or
Hold on,
special
hold on.
someone?
Why does it have to be a special day to do that? You
Yeah,
know?
why can't
do
that
it
be
all the
every
time.
day?
Y'all are digging a hole right now.
I think
y'all
it's a-
girlfriends are going to listen to
Yeah,
this.
I
and
think
y'all are gonna get a
Valentine's
phone
Day
call.
is more of a day of special effort. You're putting forth extra effort to show her how much you love and appreciate her. But
That's true.
yeah,
But at the
anyways,
same
she'll be
time,
understanding.
it's
She
almost
understands.
like it's just a holiday so that I can get flowers and candy.
well, same thing for Father's Day. Why celebrate Father's Day? Why celebrate Mother's Day?
We should celebrate that
That's their
every day.
day.
Well,
Yeah.
look, think about
Your
it.
mother birthed you into this
Yeah,
world.
I'm hitting them.
Well,
I'm getting them now.
What I'm saying on Valentine's
Y'all should have
Day.
said don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
What I'm saying about Valentine's Day is, obviously, I'm gonna do something for Valentine's Day, but
Absolutely.
I don't think there should be that one day out of the year where you do that one
Just
thing.
do it
special.
every
Right.
week.
Exactly. Always be.
I mean,
always
I'm
do
married, and
special
I can
things.
tell you right now, I don't do it every week.
Yeah.
I tell my wife every day, hey,
Oh, I
good
know.
looking, how you doing? I gotta be careful what I say. Right? Hey, baby, how
They
you
are
doing?
married.
They
FYI, they
were
are
the
married.
only-
They went
They're
to
married.
they went to a marriage
Careful.
retreat.
Who?
Yeah.
Y'all went our marriage retreat at the church,
Yeah.
and
Our room had 2 beds in it.
but anyway,
A marriage retreat,
anyway,
2 beds.
Pause.
One of the lessons or whatever one it was teaching said that don't open the door or open the car door for your wife if you're not going to do it at home. And Dylan came back and told me, he said, so I didn't do it at all.
And Brian had a point. Brother Brian he said, if you ain't gonna do it at home, don't do it here. I said, you got a point, brother. Don't do it at home, I ain't gonna do it here. I do it. I mean, I'm good to my wife. I'm not.
Well, I
I'm
think-
very good
Oh,
to my
yeah.
wife. My wife is very good to me too. But I like my dad's understanding of it. I ain't
my.
done it before. I ain't
She got
starting
2
now.
arms.
Well,
She got
I'll-
2 arms.
I'll-
She can do it.
I'll say this.
Everybody wants equal power, but she can open up her own door.
You
My
know,
girlfriend hates the door being open for her. She's like, quit doing that. I'll get my own door.
Tell her to shut up and open that door.
I'm going to open your door.
Okay, that's fine. Let's just get in the truck, please.
No,
she's
why
really-
are you
Can
yelling
I
at
have
me?
my face back?
I think in a good relationship, love should be celebrated all the time, not just one
Right,
day. Of
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
the time. And how we got, and we're definitely not great at. I mean,
Let me tell you
he's
something.
married.
I'm
not married yet.
and I'm
Hopefully
very
on the way.
romantic.
I hear you.
I'm not.
I picked up on that from
My
you.
wife said, "You're not fine," because she wants to go out and see. My idea of vacation is staying at home.
I hear you.
I'm
Her
the
idea
same.
of
I really
vacation
am the
is
same.
going
like
out.
that, but
I can't do it. Like we went to the beach with her family. It was fun, but after a day, I was ready to come home. And nothing against. I love her family. Nothing against that. I'm a homebody,
Yes, sir.
and I'm
Homebody.
just like homebody. I'm just like my daddy. I'm just like my daddy.
I say we shotgun this last one really quick. Favorite superhero, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Let's just hit it. 'Cause-
Captain America. I look just like him.
No,
Wow. I'm going to say Thor. I look just like him.
you look like Dale Hart Jr.
oh, if we're doing this,
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I'm gonna-
Baby, that's my hero. Dale Jr.
if we're gonna do it like this, my
That's
favorite's
coming
Black
into
Panther
corner
because I
three,
look
got a
just
little-
like him.
Black Panther.
Because I look just like him.
Justice.
Pause.
Justice.
Spider-Man.
Pause.
Spider
Wow.
Monkey.
Just because he was my favorite growing up. So.
Yeah, he was
And
mine
he's one
too.
of the shorter superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Good one, Seth.
And he shoots.
Good one.
He has the most realistic powers.
He
shooting
does.
webs out of your hand.
He's a regular guy too.
But the new ones, he made them.
That was more realistic.
yeah,
Okay.
even more
So there
realistic.
we go.
Way more realistic.
But anyways, thanks for joining us on the
Yeah,
Pause
Whoa.
podcast. Whoa.
My favorite superhero
We're not done.
You
is
said
Jesus.
you said Captain America.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus is my favorite superhero.
Amen.
Okay,
He
well,
saved
we
the
hope
entire
y'all-
world. He died for your sins.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Amen. You guys have a wonderful evening, and Lord willing, we'll see you next week.